It's estimated that wind accounts for just 12% of power generation in the UK, but with increasing fossil fuel prices and a lowering of technology costs, small wind power could soon be a greater viable prospect in Britain. Delegates from the industry were in the UK to hear how small and micro wind units could generate power in homes and businesses.
The small wind are the kind of turbines you can mount on a house, you can mount in an industrial setting, not the large-scale wind turbines that you would see in the landscape in the countryside.
Having already installed 10,000 units in the UK, these turbines are seen as having real potential to meet future energy needs in a green way.
It's a huge potential, and the great thing for the UK is it's a world leader in this market, both in providing systems into the UK market, but also selling systems across the world.
A key factor in increasing small wind technology in the UK would be to cut the regulations and bureaucracy involved in their use.
What we're looking for from government is to make it easier for individuals and for companies and businesses to install small wind systems to generate their own electricity. So reduce the planning restrictions which make it difficult for people to put wind turbines on their houses, for example, would be a very good first step.
Delegates were also told that today the technology for small wind is improving.
The technology is great and it's getting better and better, but like all technologies that rely on a natural resource, it's very important to make sure the natural resource is located in the particular place you're putting, in this case, a wind turbine. So no matter how good the technology, if there's no wind, clearly there's nothing to come out of it. But it's also important that people recognise that the products are actually quite differentiated. So, for example, there are relatively small systems that you might install actually on a building close to the rooftop. And separately, there are freestanding devices that are perhaps as tall as a mature tree that you might see in the landscape that will stand on its own pole separate from a building.
With a large area of Britain with towns and cities, small wind energy could make a significant impact to the way power is provided to homes.
There are an awful lot of rooftops in this country. There are 25 million homes, for example. Now, we're not suggesting that every home is suitable for this sort of device, but even if it's a small proportion, that's an enormous number of devices. And these devices are generally manufactured in the UK as well, so it's excellent use of the UK manufacturing. And then additionally, there are industrial settings, there are farms where larger devices can be put in a freestanding context away from buildings. And those are generally larger devices and will produce more electricity.
UK companies are leaders in this field, and costs are expected to fall, allowing homes and businesses to benefit from small wind power.
With over 15 manufacturers in the UK, there is a wide variety of turbines out there on the market at the moment, and they vary in terms of deployment setups, freestanding, building mounted, but generally they move themselves into two camps, micro-wind and small wind. Micro-wind's anything up to a diameter of around about 2 metres. Those type of devices could, if well sited and well installed, be producing between 10 and 20% of the average UK household's requirements.
With the UK government looking to green the economy and the way people live, Britain is at the forefront of being able to harness small wind to produce power for homes and businesses.